Hey guys, Nick Smith here, and today's a very special day. Today I want to talk about a project that I've been working very hard on every single day for the last few months. This started as a small idea in my head for a behind-the-scenes video, and over time it evolved and grew into something that I am extremely excited to share with you all. Today I'm announcing my new original series for photographers, Bokeh and Brews. My goal with this series is to create a TV show for photographers with the same level of quality as an original series from a premium streaming service. Something so high quality and well directed that it could easily fit into a primetime television lineup. So, what is it about? Bokeh and Brews is a show where I sit down at a local coffee house, bar, or brewery with another professional photographer and we have a discussion. We talk about their life, what led them to photography, how their work has evolved over time, and what their goals and aspirations for the future are. We also discuss what challenges they've faced so far in their career and how they've overcome them, along with different things about the industry that might not be so pretty. Finally, we cover what advice they would give to new, aspiring, and already established professional photographers. After the interview, we accompany the photographer on a shoot that they have scheduled with the show in mind. They will then share the process of how they set up a shoot with us, along with what their favorite cameras, lenses, settings, lighting, etc. are. Every photographer will be creating a crash course on their workflow and have an opportunity to showcase their own unique style and vision. Meanwhile, I'll be there to ask questions and help demonstrate their tips and techniques to show you how you can improve your photography immediately. Now, there are some photography education companies making content similar to what I have in mind for the demonstration and educational part of the show. However, there's one huge difference. They all charge hundreds of dollars per person for their classes, and Bokeh and Brews will be available 100% free on YouTube, funded purely by crowdfunding, advertisers, and sponsorships. I'm a firm believer that education should be a fundamental human right, not something that puts you into debt. And that's why I want to make this series free for everyone all over the world, so anyone dreaming of being a photographer or a videographer will have the tools necessary to make that dream come true. Another goal of mine with this show is to put the spotlight on many talented female photographers. For a long time, photography was considered a men's career, and sadly my YouTube analytics show this. My viewership among women over 35 is drastically lower than my viewership of those under 35. I would love for this show to be a positive influence on women and to help inspire the next wave of great female photographers pursuing a career in art. Currently, I'm planning on making 13 episode-long seasons, with each episode releasing 2 weeks apart. This would mean the show could run year-round without any long breaks in content. Currently, I have a list of about 50 photographers that I would love to have on the show, which equates to about 4 seasons worth of content. Of these photographers, all of them have their own unique styles and methods to teach. Having the ability to learn from all of them would surely take anyone's photography to the next level. As of now, seasons 1 and 2 will consist of professional photographers from the West Coast. Season 3 will focus on photography YouTubers along with Instagram celebrity photographers, while Season 4 will focus on huge names in the industry. Now, what do I mean by I want the show to have original series quality? The thought and attention to detail will be on par with any show you'd expect to see on a major streaming network. The entire show will be shot in 4K and mastered for HDR TVs because I want this to be in as high of quality as possible in order to future-proof this content for years to come. Now, I did the math, and our dream budget would look something like $70,000 for equipment and travel expenses. Now keep in mind, that does not include any personal pay to myself, Rubio, my videographer and co-director, our assistants, or the guest photographers that will be appearing on the show. This is strictly what we will need in order to produce the highest quality content possible for you guys. Now, I could go to a network or an already existing photographic education company to fund this endeavor. However, I feel that it would quickly become something for profit and lose sight of the original goal, which is to provide a high-quality, educational, and entertaining show to millions of photographers around the world for free. So that's why I'm turning to you guys, my audience, the internet, and everyone in the world who would enjoy seeing a show like this and having an opportunity to be educated by some of the greatest minds in photography. I truly feel that this show has huge potential, and I'd love to see this through. However, I'm going to need your help. If we don't meet our fundraising goals, it could be years before we can make this show a reality. So if you want to see this happen, please be sure to donate. And if you absolutely can't afford to, just share it with your friends and family and anyone else who might be willing to contribute, because every little donation will count to making this happen. Rubio and I have spent a lot of time working on a crowdfunding campaign that we're going to be launching through IndieGoGo. We're going the flexible funding route, which means that even if we don't meet our ultimate goal for a budget, we can still use whatever funds we've raised to make the purchases that we can. Plus, there's always the option of running additional rounds of crowdfunding until we get enough money to make this show happen. Before we start collecting funds, we're going to do a pre-launch phase on IndieGoGo where we collect emails of those interested in contributing. That way we can email everyone at once, and the campaign will get more interaction early on and be more successful over time. Now, we do have the crowdfunding tiers worked out along with their perks. However, I'm going to cover that in a separate video because I don't want this one to get too long. The link for our pre-launch page is going to be in the description down below. Speaking of things you'll find in the description down below, we're also doing a giveaway for the show. Whenever we manage to meet our funding goals, we're going to be giving away a Sony a7R III, a Nikon D850, a Canon 5D Mark IV, or a Fuji X-H1 with a 56mm 1.2 lens. This giveaway is eligible for anyone over the age of 18 living anywhere worldwide, except where sweepstakes are illegal. There's absolutely no cost to enter. The only requirements are that you subscribe to my YouTube channel and enter your email address so you can be notified when our crowdfunding campaign goes live. So that brings us to the end of this announcement. I hope you all are as excited as I am to see this happen, and that you share this with your friends and family and contribute to the crowdfunding campaign when it goes live. I'll be updating my channel regularly with details about updates on the show and how production is coming along, so be sure to subscribe now so you don't miss any news. Speaking of news, I'm going to be sharing this with every photography website that I can find, so hopefully a lot of you viewers will be coming from there. Regardless of where you came from, I can't wait to hear all of your feedback, and if you have any ideas for the show or for our crowdfunding campaigns, please leave a comment down below.